Darlings, stop scrolling. I'm at Stanley's Merry Gingermas Market and it's pure chaos, glitter and holiday magic. But there's something no one's expecting. Stick with me, you won't believe what happens next. This is Hong Kong, a city where anything is possible and everything can change in an instant. I'm Byrne and this is the inside story of my journey to make HighLife Asia a global reality. This isn't just a show. Every decision, every deal could alter everything. Stay with me because this is a race against time and the world is watching. I'm Byrne and you're tuning in the making of HighLife Asia reality TV show behind the scenes. Darlings, today we are somewhere very, very special. So we are in Stanley. So darlings, this is really dog friendly as well. Even before we get into the midst of it all. It's quite nice. By the way, what do you think of my t-shirt today? Gorge in motion. Right. Oh my God, I absolutely love this place, my darlings, because today we are going to be exploring one of the largest markets in Hong Kong, the largest Christmas markets, my darlings. This is called Merry Gingermas. Yes, I thought it was actually quite interesting. Oh, and it is actually quite pet friendly here as well. But look at all that, my darlings. Look, welcome to Stanley. How completely beautiful. Well, it is actually quite round, and I do actually quite like coming along here. I'm sitting on, so let me bring over this way because I want to show you even before we get into it all, so I can show you Merry Gingermas. Look at that, my darlings. And just having obviously a great time. But no, we're not here to sit on the terraces today, my darlings, because we're going to explore the market and look at all these absolutely beautiful things. And let's see how we are going to get through it all. Now, it is the excitement of it all. And it is such a beautiful, beautiful day. As I did want to come here today, my darlings, because it is nice and warm. But apparently tomorrow, it's going to be even hotter than today. So I'm going to be back at the beach. And look at all this absolutely prettiness. Oh, so you can take it in, even from that angle. Do you see, darlings? Look, do you see? Do you see look where my hair is? And that there's obviously a little Christmas tree as well. And they've done quite a lot to this area. Now, oh my God, look up there already. The amount of people. But look, what do I expect? I'm not too sure how festive this part is. But I know, darlings, it is quite nice. But you see all the people? I mean, after talking about how busy it is. I just need to get through it. And it's quite a lot of people staring as well. But look, I'm looking golden, my darling. And as you can see, look at all the little pets. But there's quite wild. I haven't seen so far if they're dressing everyone up and the reindeers like they've done in the other things. So let's... Darlings, look at this, the huge inflatable Christmas tree. This is very, very beautiful. I think it's probably about 9 meters based on my dimensions, my darlings. But look at all that. Look at these here, beautiful. I do want to put these link in comments what you think these are, because I have no idea what this is. Quite gorgeous. Look at all that, my darlings. Quite beautiful. What do you think? Darlings, look at the size of this. And I'm not even too sure who these characters are meant to be. Does anyone know? It's some sort of anime type thing, but this is actually quite gorgeous, quite fun. And look at that. And it is hot as well. I didn't even put any factor on because when I was leaving the house today, it definitely was not just warm, my darlings. But this is just very, very beautiful. I'll give you from this angle as well. So, around this area, okay, my darlings. So look, let me bring you over here so you can take it all in, my darlings. Right. So this is this Stanley Plaza, and there's over 100 stalls and merchants here just selling their stuff. I don't know if it is going to be a lot of food or if it's going to be a lot of tack, but we're going to explore all this together. So darlings, as you can see, there is quite a lot. Now this is the other view. This is a bit of view of Murray House. Can you believe this was in Central and over 3,000 bricks? And look at ginger beer bar. So you can have your ginger beer and get wrecked. But look at really the size of this. Can you imagine taking all of the stones down for 3,000 of them and then bringing them along here? Well, you'll definitely get your workout, my darlings. But we're definitely exploring the beautiful area of Stanley. So, a wee bit of history as well about Stanley as well, my darlings. that this all popped up in 1844 because Captain Cook, he arrived in 1841 when he planted his flag down in the Hollywood Road area. So to give you a little bit of history about this area, that this is Murray House. In 1981, was it maybe in 1981? Yeah, basically, maybe, no, darlings, I think it was like in the 2000s. Where this was in Central, and there's over 3,000 bricks there. So they took all those bricks down so they can put them all together again. So yes, darlings, this is called, it's the real local pub where all the pirates used to come and do their pirate thing. It's called the Smuggler's Inn or something. So yeah, this was one of the first, like with Stanley Plaza as well, to allow pets inside. And so it's very, very pet friendly. This area is just steeped in history, my darlings, and it's just absolutely gorge. But it hasn't really been here that long. Look at that, my darlings. It is just beautiful. Absolutely love it. And there's so much to do and see out here as well. There's lots of trails. You've got a beautiful little beach. The only thing is, I really wish the volumes of it all, my darlings. So I'm glad we've been able to take it all in. There's some outlet shops there, so look, oh my god, absolutely gorgeous. You need a link in comments about what that is, because darlings, I have got no idea at all. And then you can come do some incense type things if you want to do that. So darlings, this has been a really, really enjoyable experience. But you get to see the thing as well. In the 1840s, darlings, when this all popped up, so you've got a pirate bar as well, so all pirates you could come in and drink their beer. Maybe that was the reason why they got the inspiration. Maybe all the pirates were ginger. My god, my darlings, maybe that's where it all came from. So darlings, it is very, very beautiful. We're going to escape from this area so we can go upstairs because I see there's quite a big Christmas tree and I want to take all that in as well. And then you've got all your big mansions. So there's quite a lot and there's more fans, my darlings. So I might have to put you down for a second. Okay, back, my darlings. Oh god, there's some other little speedboat. I would love a speedboat, but isn't this just absolutely great? But to be fair, this actually doesn't really feel like Christmas because with this weather, where I'm used to like the freezing cold, but this year I could not go to Ireland because with working all the time, my darlings, and we're waiting for the new year to experience because it's going into negotiations with all these platforms to get HighLife Asia global, my darlings, and now they're basically talking about where I was thinking first that it was just possibly going to be in 1 or 2 territories, where they were just like, no Mark, it's going to be in 3 territories, that there's basically what they want to start off with before the whole global domination, my darlings. Right, okay, as ever, need to basically get up these steps. Oh my god, I don't even know the amount of steps I walk per day. It is quite a lot, my darlings. Now look at all this gorgeousness. Look at that beautiful Christmas tree in such a gorgeous setting. Yes, absolutely gorgeous setting. But I'm going to take you around here. They're doing a planted gingerbread takeaway. Merry Gingermas, which is quite beautiful and quite stunning, but I'm not going to, I don't want to go into, so to be fair, this wasn't really as shown as an in-depth, where the other place, obviously it's so visual, so I wouldn't be overly happy if I was one of these people, because yes, it's busy, but it's not as round as downstairs, so if you do want to sell quite a lot of your merch, then that is going to be something harder to do. But at least he is selling his little socks. So lots of stuff, and stuff is much more foodie downstairs. And then you've got your little stuff here, like you can get your earrings and all those good things. I'm glad that we had a wee look up here as well. And before we do go downstairs, my darlings, I'm not going into a museum. I definitely do not want to see a museum at all. No way. No way, my darlings. Right, to give you a view from up here, look how beautiful and picturesque this is. And look at all those people. Right, darlings, let's get down these steps. Oh, what an excitement afternoon of it all, my darlings. And look at that, the time, I can't believe it's 3:30. And look at that light against my face. And it is just quite gorgeous. And then you've got more little stalls in there. But again, these are kind of hidden away. So I'm not too sure. But no, it is busier down there then. I usually want to see it all. but I'm not hanging around because, darlings, you'll be standing there all day. And this part of the world, well, we know that a lot of countries love to queue, and I certainly do not. No way. So, darlings, I'm going to bring you down to this other area as well, so take all that in. Let's see. And there's quite a lot of drink things, and you can get your hay candy, which is quite good. And there's a lot of Swedish stuff as well, which is promoting Sweden. And there's the Gingermas. Oh, look at that, darlings. Isn't this actually quite gorgeous? Look at that. Very, very beautiful. And I actually am I feel as if I might be even getting burnt, my darlings. And I really cannot get burnt because I cannot look like a pink pig. Like oink, oink. And there's the sweet potatoes. So, and everything does seem to be very well priced. And you can get that's actually really, really good. Only $75 for like a whole knuckle for all that. So it's very much giving the European Christmas vibes. Right, we're definitely just going to get out of this area so we can think. It's hard, my darlings. Like, very, very hard, but we're just getting through it. The things I do for my followers and supporters. And so, yeah. So this is actually quite good. And they have got, look, darlings, they've got a ginger beer. And that's very, very, very exciting. But, and just lots of pets everywhere. And then trying to be stopped by fans throughout, my darlings. He's probably getting his dinner ready. I wonder what his catch is already. But look how stunning this area is. It is just a sight to behold, my darlings. And then you've got all your little yachts as well. So you can come out here in your multi-million US dollar yacht to have a great time. So that there's enough of the area down here. But that's what you can see as well. Look at all this absolutely prettiness. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't mind living out here myself. And look, can you even see the Christmas tree from here? Can you see? Look, it's at the top of my hair, my darlings. So very, very beautiful. So I'm really glad that you've been able to come along on this adventure with me and explore Stanley. I really, really enjoyed the Gingermas. Now, darlings, whilst we're getting to the other area, we need to decide the scoring because, to be fair, this was good. But then again, we did get a really good day for it as well. Right, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get up the street and we're just going to chat all about it, my darlings. Right, okay, so whilst we're getting up this street, I'll tell you, darlings, I am ready for a Diet Coke. Just to keep me cool. And maybe a red wine as well, like a cold red wine, my darlings. That's for rent. It is just a very, very picturesque sea town. And you've got the little police station as well. Oh, and the police station here, well, when it first came here with the police stations with all the crims, and then they changed into a welcome supermarket. So what a transformation. From a prison with all the crims, the people that's going to get their groceries. Well, it never seems to amuse. I know, my darlings. I know. So, darlings, let me gather my thoughts, and then we're going to be able to have our verdict. But this was good, my darlings. I did thoroughly enjoy Stanley. It's quite gorgeous indeed. Oh my God, darlings. Okay, finally, we're almost there. Right, we're finally just getting home. Okay, my darlings. So we're finally almost there. Well, as in me getting home. And it's been a wild ride. I'm taking into consideration all the amazingness of it. I really enjoyed myself. I'm Stanley with Mary Gingermas. My God, this traffic is so loud. So I think this deserves a good solid 7, my darlings. It was lots of fun, highly recommended. And you're going to wait and see because there's some other stuff coming. And it is just really the excitement of it all. So my darlings, you know what's coming next. If you like this type of content, click subscribe and give us a like so you never miss out on an episode. So until the next time, be good to yourself, be good to your friends, be good to your family, and be your true, most authentic self. So my darlings, until the next time, peace out.